Thank you for taking the time and giving the short band protocols the attention they deserve. I appreciate it a lot. And you're going to build your game with consistency and reliability, because honestly, when people come to my golf camp, when they write down what they want, consistency is number one, distance is second. So if you can build your reliability as a golfer, your consistency is enhanced, you'll hit way better shots. Let's get into some long band protocols. Now with the channel, there's a wide part of the channel and a narrow part of the channel. I'm going to go ahead and attach the narrow part of the channel down basically on the balance point of the golf club. And you can find that pretty easily just by putting the club on your finger and balancing it. Now there's some wiggle room here, meaning if you find too much tension in the band as you get started, it's okay to move the connector a little bit more toward the grip. That's fantastic. But I would say we're going to basically put it there if you can handle it. That's the point in space. That's the net weight of the golf club. And that's an important place to understand as we really start to look and take a deep dive into the things I see people struggle with at my golf camp. The slicers, the people that have too much rightward path that create a hook. This is how we're going to have a nice clean hula hoop that the face can touch a ball, the club's path can start the ball, with the face on a reliable start and curve. So let's get into it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on rather snugly. Go ahead and give it a turn. If it starts to move around, just go ahead and tighten it up a little bit more. But it shouldn't. It should stay pretty taut. And first thing, just take some practice swings. Just get this same thing as the short band. Get that lead arm up on top of the chest. Get the trail hand. And then just kind of feel what it's like to paint a big circle. So this is me painting a big circle. This is my circle on the backswing. And this is where we really start to see a difference between a tour player and the higher handicapper, because the backswing and the downswing do not travel on the same track. I'll repeat it. The backswing and the downswing do not travel on the same track. And we got you initiated with the short band. Now we're going to challenge you a little bit with the long band. Because if you can capture this, and I tell you what, if I run my protocols through any camper, they get it immediately and it blows their mind. I'm going to show you in a brief cutaway in this video. This is basically the hand path and club head path of Rory McIlroy. You can see during the backswing how wide his club head path is, how tall he plays, how big he plays for a guy about my size. And then what happens in the downswing as he rotates and relocates, how he creates this whip that expands into the golf ball and murders it for his size. And I want you to have that same opportunity to smash shots. Now, when you see this, you can see it's pretty evident. It's pretty clean how the club works its way up to the top. There's a motion of the body rotating and relocating. It changes where this position is, top of the takeaway, to this delivery place. And what you can see, top of the takeaway, what do we have? We have some tension. The delivery, we don't. The band is soft. So really important positions to be keenly aware of. Now, conversely, look at this video. Look at how this student is basically, I call this, and I joke with my students, I call this the donut of death. This is where the hand path and the club path are tracking on the same circle. These golfers are going to be forever struggling to break 90, break 80, break 100. So once you understand this critical part of the golf swing, this is where the swing trainer is magic for that muscular development, confusion, awareness to help you have that swing that's going to develop into a powerful, reliable event to help you play great golf. So coming back to protocol number one with your long band, don't be afraid of just using a tee. Let's get initiated with the ball on a tee, because I want you more involved with process rather than worrying about outcome. So it's connected to the balance center. And here's a couple of things. As I get going here with the long band, much like protocol for the short band, notice how the shrouded protective cover is parallel to the shaft. That's a big deal. My feet are flared. The golf ball is center left in my stance. I've got my toolbox there to help me with that visually. Have my target in mind. And now the club is elevated off the ground. And I'm going to work to the top of the takeaway over here to this semi follow through. We've done that in the short band, so let's just go get started. Top of the takeaway, nice and wide on both sides. and hit little shots. And you can, this is a 5-ball protocol. Why is it a 5-ball protocol? Because you've built up a tolerance and the ability to do this with a short band. So we're gonna do 5 balls with the long band, and we'll get into protocol number 2. Once you're comfortable with the tee, you can set it on the mat or on the grass. Go ahead and hit that next shot. The keys to this, the radius, the lead arm's up on top of you. This is a waist-high to waist-high event. Let the ball get in the way of your awesome motion, where we feel top of the takeaway to the semi follow through and hit a little shot. And I could feel there that maybe I traveled farther than I wanted to. That's okay. But let's try to be mindful of just these little bumpers that help us understand radius, transporting radius on both sides of our rotation. I want you to hit this shot. Hold that semi follow through for me. Let's go from the golf ball, tap, tap, tap. Club's not resting on the ground. Little back, hit a little shot, hold, hold, hold. Get used to that structure and strength required to keep that band away from you. And you're gonna do 5 of those. A really important way just to say, okay, I'm comfortable with the long band. Now let's get started into protocol number 2, levering the golf club and then understanding the club's center of mass.